Alright, so I haven't done one of these videos in a long time, me sitting down and taking a closer look at what my stuff is. So this video will just be a short breakdown of what I use to play, and hopefully it will be at least entertaining and somewhat, hopefully be helpful in what, in your next airsoft purchase, and or just thinking about buying, maybe it'll help you with that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so first I'm going to start off with what I wear and what are my gear accessories, more or less. So here, first off, I think this is the I3, I want to say. This is what I run. This is what I've been running for like a year and a half now, I want to say. And all the lens, you can probably see, is pretty scratched, very, test of time. But hoping to get that replaced soon. But, obviously BBs and stuff. But this is a really good mask if you're looking into getting one. I would definitely recommend one of these. I've never had problems with fogging or anything like that. Really nice mask. Next up is going to be gloves. So these are the skeletonized, the fingerless ones. If you're interested in any of these things, be sure just to let me know in the comments, and I can give you the links to any of this stuff. I bought most of the stuff in person though, so it might be harder to find links to it, but if you're interested, just let me know. These are really nice gloves, very warm actually, so for winter days like the months we're getting into now, December, January, these are very helpful. Even though the trigger fingers are open, it's still really nice to have this extra protection just on your hand right there. Really comfortable gloves. And then just for the back of my head, I just wear this, I don't know what you would call it, kind of like a bandana or something, and just something just to keep the back of my head from really getting the blunt of the BBs. Then just for my torso, I have a jersey, run with my team, all that good stuff. And that's for my torso. I got like the padding and stuff here for my arms if I decide to lay down and stuff. Then I have a pair of like Carhartt pants, which on those I run these knee pads. As you can see, they're very dirty for me sliding and running around and all the mud and stuff. We've been getting a lot of rain. It's nice and cold, so stuff tends to freeze, especially in the swamp where I play. So these things really come in handy whenever I'm kneeling down. All the shards of like the frozen ice and dirt, these really help, and these were a great investment. These were like 25 bucks, found them at Dick's, and it was like, they're amazing. They don't really hold up too well, like up on my knees, but other than that, they're perfect. Alrighty, so this is the TAP Airsoft backpack. So obviously this is to hold your tank, hold your line and stuff. And as you can see, I've been using this for a very long time. There's dirt all over it and stuff, hoping to replace maybe like an atom pack or something, but right now this is doing fine. As you can see, I've also had to replace some of the clips with, this rudimentary kind of style stuff, just because they kept getting shot out. So I hope I upgraded to these. These were pretty hefty, very big, and very strong actually. I think I've gotten these shot like once or twice, and they seem to hold up fine. And I'm hoping to replace these carabiners, and if you're having trouble like this, I would 100% recommend carabiners, because that's hopefully what I'm going to go to, because I don't think they'll be shot out as easy and just break just like this plastic. But right now, this is working fine. It's not the best look, but it works. But down here, as you can see, this is cracking as it is. This one got shot too. So if you have any suggestions on how I could make this work, because you would think, oh, just do carabiners, but this can slide up and down because it's adjustable, right? So I need something that's like metal and can be adjusted, and it's not just like a loop just like this where a carabiner would be able to fit through. So if you have any ideas, just let me know in the comments down below. And anyway, moving on to the back part. Same thing, I got my little Chick-fil-A out here, and this is a dump pouch. Well, I call it a dump pouch. I don't know what this was actually for. I think it was a tank holder, but I use it as a dump pouch. I cut off the top right here, and it's been working pretty good, honestly. It doesn't look the best. Hopefully I'll switch to an actual Speed QB dump pouch or maybe like a belt or something like that. But right now this thing's working fine. It's putting in good work. And since I only have EPMs, it's not like, you know, they're gonna come flying out or anything. So then moving on back here. So this right in here, I have the Ninja carbon fiber tank. Right here holds 445 or 4,500 pounds per square inch right here. It's a pretty short tank, but it does the job, especially since where I'm playing, it's not, you know, the filling station's right there. I don't need like, you know, a whole, I need to walk back or anything, and this does the job. This will last me pretty much the whole day if I don't want to fill it up at all, but I'll fill it up every now and again just to top it off. And right in here, I highly recommend this. Keep a set of Allen keys in your bag, because like I said before, I keep some stuff just to take apart my pistol, but you never know when something's going to happen, especially if your regulator malfunctions. That's what I always had happening to me on the field, so I'll just take this out. I've taken apart my guns on the field, like some people might have seen in my past videos. I've taken my guns apart on the field and using this stuff just to hurry up, fix it, and then get out there and keep playing without even having to leave the field. So highly recommend keeping some tools in your backpack just for safekeeping and just to make sure everything will stay in working order. So then this is the storm regulator right here. This is really nice. I just had to switch recently from it was a Ninja regulator that was just, it started crapping out on me and I couldn't adjust the air or anything. So I switched to this. This was pretty pricey, but it actually, I think it was really worth it because I think it looks nice. It came down a lot. So my old reg used to be like up here. Now it's nice and compact. It came with a new line as well. My old one was like very rusty and very just not in the best working condition. So that's my line. I would highly recommend that. That package, it's really really helpful, honestly, because it gives you everything. I think it does. Yes, it does come with an Allen key to adjust your air. I think it's that one right there. Yeah, it comes with an Allen key to adjust that. I'm pretty sure. And but like I said, I don't even need it just because I keep a set of Allen keys in there. But you know, it's still nice to have. And I almost forgot the last part. This is the Speed QB mag holders. I'm hoping to upgrade to some Cubbysoft ones soon, preferably soon, just because these are very old. As you can see, they're like fraying right here. All the twine is coming undone and stuff, and they're really loose. Like I tried to play with these upside down ones, and they just fell out right when I took one step forward, and they all just fell out. So they're very loose. Hoping to upgrade to some. I know a lot of people that use Cubbysoft mags, and if you're thinking about getting some mags from Speed QB, I would say go Cubbysoft, because these things, as you can see, they wear out really fast. Cubbysoft are super, they hold the mag. Like, I tried taking one from one of my friends last weekend, and I literally effed up this whole chest rig. So if you're looking for something super loose, definitely go with Speed QB. If you're looking for something that you want to run upside down, I want to run up stuff upside down just because I think it'll be faster reloads and stuff. Definitely go Cubbysoft if you're looking for a lot tighter of a hold. If you're going to be running around, moving a lot, definitely go Cubbysoft. So next up, we got my secondary. So this is going to be what, if anything happens to my primary, this is what I'm going to be using on the field, just in case if I don't have, you know, time, or I don't want to, or I don't have time to fix my primary, and I just want to play and just have a nice day without having to worry about what's broken. So let me just explain this really quickly. It's got the carbon fiber. I think this is the Monk Customs barrel. This is the Wolverine shroud right here like this. This is a foam suppressor. This is the Polar Star F2. In here, max hop up. It's got the blade trigger for nice, you know, feathering of that. Even though those aren't legal in like Speed QB tournaments and stuff, I just like to have it just because it's really fun to use. M4 obviously tapped because the HPA system in there, but this is really nice. This back half, the yellow and red, blue and white, this was the Gundam Customs May the 4th mystery box edition. I was really hoping to get one of these because this is super light. This whole thing, the main bulk of it is right here. This barely even weighs anything, since this is all foam filled. This is carbon fiber, and this is all skeletonized. This is so light. It's so nice, especially when I'm running. The mags that I have are the EPM shorties, so these things go in here and they are just a breeze to be able just to move around with this thing. So definitely, if you're looking for something super lightweight, definitely try to go plastics or something. But yeah, this is my backup. This is just in case if anything goes wrong. And yeah. Alrighty, so this box is where I hold my primary weapon. This box was from Harbor Freight. You can find these in big, like, some of these can be even wider than this table. This is just for my primary. I want everything that I need for my primary to be in one simple space, so I don't have this huge thing, you know, filling up all the stuff, all my chunk space and just everywhere, you know, like the whole airsoft table and everything. But without further ado, let's get into this. So this is my primary case. You can see here's my gun. I'll go over deeper in more detail with that in a second, but everything else here. So this is a flashlight if I'm playing indoor games, any kind of stuff like that, you know, pitch black, you know, out dark. I play out in the woods more or less, but it's like a speed QB field, so whenever there's night games, this is definitely a nice thing to have on me, especially since I run a smoke lens. This is so nice. Like I mentioned before, these are 4 EPM mags, EPM shorties. They're super nice. If you're looking to get some M4 mags, but you don't want to spend like, I don't know, like a bunch of money on like the Speed QB kind of mags, definitely recommend getting these. The shorties are really nice because I like how they look fitting into here. I'll show you a whole finished product at the end, but these are super nice. I think they hold like 180 per mag, so all these are super nice, and most time I don't even go through these in a game, but they're all really nice to have. Moving on to the tracer unit. It's the Ace Tech tracer unit. This is really nice. The second one I've had because my other one broke, but I like this one a lot better. It's a lot sleeker, and it's a lot nicer design with just how it's made. It's not big, it's not bulky, and it's not, you know, like too over. It's really good on weight. It's super light. It's not crazy heavy either. So put that back in there, and then moving on to this. This is the Monk Customs M4 adapter. I used to have an old tap adapter, but the 2 screws that were holding this together, like this part, it broke, and then the M4 mags wouldn't go up in there. So I was like, you know what, I'll bite the bullet. I finally bought one, and I do not regret it. This thing, it's so nice. And like I said, I love the look of just that. That's so nice, and especially when you're holding it in the gun, it's like you're not worried about the whole thing down there, especially if you're trying to, like, you know, you're really close to the ground or something. You don't have to be up here. Like normally we'd have to be off that, and then up here we'd have to be this high, but I can get super close to the ground, nice and around corners and stuff. And this is my primary. So this is a LA Kappa Customs hicapa 5.1. So this whole gun is custom. I don't think anything in here is stock anymore. Anything that was stock after I purchased it has been long gone. It is short stroked beyond imaginable. I had to shave down the safety right here so I could even get it out. But this thing, it runs beautifully. It is so nice. I can cross field people with this any day, even if it's like, you know, wet, soggy. If it's super cold, this thing will still be able to get across. So it's short stroke, all the white accents and stuff. I love it. This is the 9-ball skeletonized grip right here. I love this, the feeling of holding the mag. The only downside to this is when it's cold out, your mag gets really, really cold, so your fingers are really starting to feel it. But other than that, it is beautiful. I love the feeling of being able to hold the mag. This is also the 9-ball lower frame. Right here, I'll show you what this does. So that's right there. And if you're wondering, like, well, okay, you mentioned before you're playing an indoor game, where's your trace unit going to be? So this, actually, it's just 2 tiny screws right there and there. It just takes that off. And then since this is threaded in here, all I have to do is just pop this on, just like that, and it's ready to go. So I really like that a lot about it, and it's super easy to remove. And that brings me to my next thing, which is this. So this is just, I'm going to start filling this with little tools and stuff that I might need, like Allen keys, and these are just specifically for my gun. So like right here, this little Allen key right here, this is the one that takes off this, right? So I just fill these because I don't like looking through everything, trying to find all the parts and stuff and where everything goes, and it's just a big hassle. So I figured, you know what, why not just put everything right in here just as it is, and we'll leave it. And this right here, this is a little charm I found, a little golden gun, nice to look at. So like I said, put everything together. So this is what I run as my primary right here. This is what I run. I like it a lot. It's compact, and the compensator on the front, or whatever you want to call it, that adds really good weight to the front, so it's not super off balance. All the weight is right where you want it to be, right in the hand, so it's super easy to move around, and I think it just looks awesome. I think it looks so nice, and it's super fun to run around with. Next up, here are my cleats. So these I'll use in like summertime, and when it's not rainy or anything. These are just old soccer cleats that I used to use. But other than that, I'll wear like waterproof boots or something just in case if it rains or the field is muddy still from, like, you know, maybe like 2 days ago rain or something like that. But these are usually the nice ones for summer when these get insane traction. If you have never tried cleats on for airsoft, especially if you play outdoor airsoft, 100% recommend getting some. Even like a cheap pair, just anything that will give that extra grip makes all the difference. So that was it for the video. It was just meant to be a short little quick insight to what I run, just in case if some people were like, huh, you know what, that looks fun, I like that. I will warn you, a lot of the stuff can be super expensive, so if you're going for like a HPA setup for a pistol, don't go like all out on something. Buy like a high kappa, like a gold match or something, you know, something nice starter. And obviously, like I said in the beginning, if you want to know where I got some of the stuff, or what some of the names were for some of the products that I showed in here, or that were shown in here, I'll be more than happy. I give a lot of people links to guns and mags and stuff they're trying to find. So if you have any questions, just put them down below. And if you want to know where I got some of the stuff, just put it down below as well, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. So without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.